Special good morning to you, those of you who are listening to Classic Radio, whether it's 105.5, 105.9. Good morning. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Those of you viewing GBN TV, Channel 7, Channel 11, or Channels 20, good morning. Welcome to another edition of To The Point. Today being, it's Thursday, the 14th day of September, within the year 2023. Some folks will say the countdown is on to the end of 2023. They say once you get to the middle mark, close to the middle mark of September, you're counting down to the end of the year, right? Anyway, good morning. I'm your host, GT, and I'm going to be with you until it's 10 a.m. this morning. It's To The Point. Usually on Thursdays, we do entertain various departments within the Royal Grenada Police Force. Could it be the Community Relations Department, the Traffic Division, forensic, whatever department pops in, we do entertain them. I haven't seen anyone, of course, popping in the studio yet to join me. I was expecting someone, of course, the particular department to join me this morning, and can I give them another 5 minutes or so to see if anyone will pop in, but no one has arrived as yet. So if they do pop in the course of the program this morning, we certainly will entertain them with the time for the remaining to entertain them with that. All right, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the lines this morning, 435-2041, 435-2041. Feel free to give me a call. There's probably something going on out there within your community. There's probably a thought that you're having that you would like to share this morning with the nation. You probably have something that you want to say this morning. Feel free to do so. You probably have a concern that you would like to raise. Feel free to do so, and I'll certainly allow you the opportunity to do that. 435-2041. I see we already have our first caller. Let's go to the line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, GT, and morning to your listeners and your viewers once again.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Huh?
Good morning. Good morning. I was just saying good morning to you again.
Yeah, thank you. I want to bring on the focus the remarks by the superintendent of police. I think he's assistant superintendent, Vanny Cohen, who said that as far as he's concerned, there's no need to look for external help. He didn't say that there's no help will be welcome, but he said there's no need to look, and I think it's consistent with what another officer had said a few weeks ago when he said that the crime situation is not as bad as it was being made to look. So so we should have some conversation on that because it shows the inconsistency and the interference of the former Prime Minister, leader of the opposition, into the affairs of the police. I mean, lead the police, let them do their job. At least support them. And I would venture to say, maybe if the police had acted on his behavior from the time he came around, then maybe he would not be around to talk that. For instance, he entered into Parliament illegally, and he knows that. He would not qualify in '84, but yet he took up seat in the House of Representatives, not partly because his masters allow him to do so. I mean, really the police let them do their job. Another point is safety on the road. I know you have been having Mr. Sylvain McIntyre. I don't know how we will get to the people who were the reckless, careless drivers who, some of them, because they could buy a piece of what do they call it? I don't remember the name. Sketel. They will go on the road and endanger people's lives. And more and more, they're becoming more and more very uncomfortable, very dangerous, walking the road and walking our road, or even maybe driving on the road. So we need to really buck up and ensure that people are consistent with what the requirement of the law. That's to be law-abiding people. We have tendency, they say don't bring no dogs where in certain settlements they have dogs, pig, cow. Only thing probably in some places you have cows yet. Mm-hmm. But we have to be law-abiding. If there's not something not accepted,
let me ask you this question. Do you think there's a need for more patrols, maybe more mobile patrols on our nation's roads? Do you think there's a need for that?
Yeah, there may be a need for that, but we have to get inside our people because, you see, one thing telling people, look at the seatbelt. I was reflecting this morning, based on a conversation I had with somebody about they were asking me if I think we should make conflict resolution mandatory in the schools or in Grenada. And I have my doubt about making anything mandatory, because if you impose something on people, they tend to resist. We have to find a way to really get them to buy in the same way how the water company have conditioned the people, and maybe not only here, but they have worked on the people's mind here to believe that now water is not as good as bottled water. So a person would buy bottled water as expensively and ignore water, which is basically safe by international standard, and notwithstanding, of course, the chemicals that are in it, but basically the safe water compared to other countries. But we have not gone, we have allowed those marketing companies to make us the same thing, how we have everybody can do without a cell phone now. Just as how we get people to buy into those things, we have to find ways to make people buy into be lawful and cooperative and collaborative in our society. I mean, it's sad that some of people's greatest problem is the neighbors, is the other fellow human beings. And, of course, we are quick to blame the politicians and the preachers and everybody else, but we had the biggest source of our problem. Thank you very much. I know.
Thank you so much for your contribution as always. 445-2041, 445-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. We had to, of course, just shift the program this morning to an open line to the, of course, my guests have not arrived as yet. I'm still giving them the option of probably to pop in as we move through this. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much that I'm able to get through and actually support one particular point that the first caller was making, and that is about drivers on the roads, And it would seem the way roads are being used that they are more vehicular than pedestrian friendly, whereas there should be a better balance. One road I have to say in particular, now I'm way down south in the island, past the airport, so, come on, southern tip kind of thing. And that road that is to be used, they've already started using it as an alternative. If you have no business with the airport, that's the road you're supposed to use to get to, areas including the aquarium and other buildings down that side. At the top of the road, there is a corner, and cars have already started ripping around that corner and speeding down toward the highway direction, And I think that we need to be a lot more considerate. Perhaps there need to be patrols from time to time so that drivers are aware that should they have the temptation to drive at 1,001 miles an hour, that, there's at least a policeman on a motorbike who is waiting to chase you down and put a better idea in your head along with a ticket or anything else that may be applicable under the laws of Grenada. And I just thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, caller. Thank you also.
Allow me to say that.
All right. Thanks for being with us this morning. Thank you so much. 445-2041, 445-2041. Open line this morning here on To The Point. We have actually had to shift programming to an open line this morning. So if you do have a concern, and both callers, the two previous callers that we have there, they're both speaking about the traffic situation here in Grenada in terms of speeding. And I said also that I think there's a need now for more mobile patrols in terms of officers being in location where there's no speeding do occur, and that maybe that could help curb the problem. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
I wanted to make a point. I think it was 2 days ago. I didn't get a chance to, so very quickly. Politics is politics, and opposition speakers will be opposition speakers, and they will say things. But I'm hearing a lot, every time the opposition comes especially, a lot of talk about the loss of jobs. They're not saying if these are people who are just on a contract on a project that has ended, and therefore there is no need for them. If these people have been just sent home and not replaced on their jobs. Folks are asking me to help them get workers in different areas. So I'm having a sense that unemployment in Grenada is not very high. I don't know if you agree with me on that. I know folks doing 2 jobs, right, and some even doing 3, which probably shows that the economy is the cost of living is high and people have to do more than one to survive. But at least these are jobs. Now, if it's a case where folks who were not getting jobs before are now getting jobs at the expense of those who are enjoying those privileges all along, this too one can understand. Although nepotism is never a good thing, loss of jobs is never good, but it may just be that the pendulum is swinging. So those who were waiting on the sidelines are now getting jobs, and those who were there enjoying those privileges before are using them. But the point I'm making is this: we're not talking about an establishment being closed down or a project being ended. It means that whoever is displaced must be replaced, because we're not bringing aliens from another planet to work. We're not bringing people from other islands, and they start coming in as a matter of fact. So this hue and cry, this cry about loss of jobs, it may be just a facade. It may be just a facade. These folks are finding jobs in other places, as those in the marketing board who left. Some of them, they took their money and they got jobs even before they left. So I think we're making a lot of fuss for political expediency about people losing jobs when some of these people have already found other jobs, right? And new jobs are being created. I think it's a time for the government to do an unemployment survey to see exactly where we are in terms of employment, a labor force survey. Because I think people are taking political license and trying to create a problem or a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. But I'm not saying we have 100% employment in Grenada. There will always be those who may not find it easy to get a job. But this thing we're hearing every time the opposition politician comes and counting number of jobs, I don't know that this is genuine. I doubt that this is very genuine. I just thought I'd say that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution. 435-204. Let me say good morning also those of you via our social media platforms, Facebook, and also those of you via our YouTube channels. Good morning, and thank you so much for being with us this morning. It's to the point here on Classic Radio, GBN TV, or social media platforms. Good morning. You have the option of calling in, share your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes. If I were to continue on this last caller commenting on job losing and getting, if you are a businessman, your main aim, and bear in mind, I'm not saying you don't have to have other aim, your main aim is to make profit. And if you have workers that are not efficient, I don't even know what that means, in producing perhaps at a minimum or maximum efficiency, you would have a tendency, if you're getting those who are better, then you'll have a tendency to take those who are better and those who would produce more. That's your meaning. Now, a lot of us say things, but we do not analyze what we are saying. It's very important. If I have an industry and I have people who are not, as you would say, you and others like you would say, pulling, I wanted to say, he's a how it. Then you have to do something to maximum your profit. And this is what workers in Grenada do not understand. you have to be efficient if you want to continue in your job. Obviously, you have people who are waiting to pounce on you when you have a tendency to relax. Most workers, maybe they can beg you and others like you for food. Give me $1, please, give me $1, please, and they get it. So they don't have the energy to be involved in working. In fact, in Grenada, everybody or the majority, I know how to do that. Put them to the test. They just cannot do it. I've listened to many programs on the air, and I've told one, when you were there, you didn't used to see the mistakes. Now you are out of that particular position, you are seeing the mistake. So that's my comment. And a lot of people don't like what I would say. You hear somebody come in and say, this man, because they cannot analyze what I'm saying.
All right, caller.
And maybe they want to put me underneath their feet. But as you would realize, it's very hard for them to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's a number if you want to get on live on To The Point this morning. Of course, share your views and concerns. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Telesford. Greetings.
Good morning to you, sir.
Trust that all is well with you, Mr. Telesford, sir.
Yes, all is well.
I'd like to make some remarks an intervention of a caller last Friday's program. This caller asked a couple of questions publicly of you. He wanted to know why the lands of this island are referred to as Crown lands. He wanted to know why there was His Majesty's prison and questions along that line. You didn't comment very much, and I appreciate that because you have no control on that. But another very learned caller, very ardent participant to the call-in program with some very excellent points from time to time, looked at the matter and told the gentleman in no uncertain terms, sir, there's no need to worry about that. Because these things, even the chubby marks related to the Governor General, yes, can't forget that. And what was told to the gentleman, of course, to the nation? Don't worry about that. That is only, quote unquote, pay attention to the word, ceremonial. Now, the adjective ceremonial, either attributive or predicative, it's just the pedantics of the language, has to do whatever is related to the noun ceremony. And that's where I want to focus. But there are some 20 or 30 synonyms to the word ceremony. Pomp is another comes to mind. But one of the most important one and most widely used in this here country is show. And we have a way of calling show by another name, Papi Show. What I got from the intervention of that caller, not the questionnaire, not the one who asked the question, but the respondent, that the matter related to the Governor General and otherwise was just ceremonial, is that he is saying that our country is run by ceremony. And this has been the narrative for 50 years in this here country. I know the Governor General is ceremonial. That means the Governor General's role and all the related to the Parliament, Her Majesty's Parliament, Her Majesty's Prison, the Royal Grenada Police, all this is ceremonial. So Grenada is run by show. Grenada is run by Papi Show. I want to reject that sort of argument and that of sort of narrative 50 years after. We've been duped into believing that we're politically independent, and I want to draw reference to Grenada as I end on the 14th of September 2022. There was a proclamation read out by the Governor General and also signed by the Prime Minister. And at the end of it, the last two sentences of the proclamation, I cannot read it textually, but in reference to it, I say, it told us and asked us as a nation publicly to pray for the King Charles III, high and mighty, for him to rule over us. pay attention, rule over us. Now, does this mean that the ruling over us is ceremonial? Is Grenada really run by a show? No. Grenada is run by a power with the use of our own people, keeping us in this mean and demeaning state of subservience and subjugation to the British crown, and it's time we identify it. I'm happy that questions like that came in from that brother that I rung up, and we look at it. We must end the bluff. We must end the farce of making the people of this country believe that Grenada is run by ceremony and farce with a governor general who doesn't have any authority. Section 57 of the so-called constitution of this here country says that the executive authority in Grenada is vested in His Majesty the King, and such authority may be exercised by the Governor General. Is this a farce? Is this Pappy Show? Or is this where the real power is? I hope that the questions that I've raised here shall provoke further debate and discussion on this bluff that this country has been suffering and subjected to over the past 50 years. Thank you very much, Mr. Telesford. Do have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day yourself. Folks, it's time we take a break. We're coming right back. Stay with us here on To The Point.
Now, it's considered to be one of the biggest threats to the world's oceans. Delegates from UN member states are gathering here to confront the problem of plastic pollution. The goal is to agree on a global...
Given a chance, your plastic would choose to be put to more beneficial use. Choose recycling.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. It's To The Point here on Classic Radio and the GBN TV. Good morning to my social media viewers and listeners out there. All the best. Hey, folks, it's an open line this morning once again. 435-2041. 435-2041. Noticing lots of individuals are trying to call via the WhatsApp, but we do not accept WhatsApp calls on air. We only accept your mess. We could probably read your message or two if you send it via the WhatsApp. So once again, the phone lines are open. 435-2041. If you do have a question or two, or maybe you have an opinion you would like to share, feel free to do so. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hello, morning, sir. How are you?
Not bad. Go right ahead, please.
Yeah, I wanted to say something, but I'm going to share a short one. In the news, they're missing out the students also. Mm-hmm. Some people made some observations about, because some was saying that somebody saw him fall when he turned the corner, and a whole set of things like that. So in a case like that, it's negligence and people not thinking of others. So there's a lot of that going on in Grenada. A group could be together, and a lot of other things going on is right there, and people not taking any precaution. They just take it as normal. On Tuesday, I was driving along the road. I saw a gentleman on a tree and a ladder cutting with a chainsaw. In the next few minutes, all I saw, my lady said, look. The man fall from the ladder and the tree coming down with the chainsaw walking.
Oh, boy.
And that gentleman, when we saw that, I drive right away fast to get close to that. There's two other men on the ground. When I drive and I get there, the gentleman, the chainsaw, lucky thing this chainsaw then fall on top this man or some kind of thing. The chainsaw, because he let go the throttle, the engine was not running high, so the chain was not spinning. But the chainsaw was on the ground, walking. The gentleman was just trying to get up because he fall between the fence and the foot of the ladder. And he was just getting up, and then I come closer. I say, you okay? And he tell me yes. But the other two gentlemen, up to now, they didn't make a move to say, well, one get the chainsaw and another one give him a hand. One just standing aside and the other one standing on the outside and watching the man getting up. I say, Lord, this is something. People so unconcerned. You don't know to run and help the gentleman. But that was the guy lucky, because a lot of things could have happened there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution also. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's grab some comments this time from the WhatsApp. And this individual via the WhatsApp is saying the Governor General role is ceremonial because most of her decisions are on the advice of the Prime Minister, in whom real power lies. That's one comment there from someone via the WhatsApp. Let me see if we can entertain another comment once again. 435-2041. That's the number. You can still give me that call. Let's take this one from WhatsApp once again. And this individual is saying, I hope the Caribbean gets some reparations from England. But I remember I read in 1704 that we were already 5,000 slaves in Grenada, brought here by the French. So I am curious if they will be asking the French for reparation. Remember that France took a lot from Haiti, and the French African colonies, also in the U.S. in 1914, took all the gold from Haiti's banks, and they should be paid back. That should be paid back. They should pay back too. And that's just a comment there from someone who goes by the name of Heather. That's a comment that she's making there. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, brother. Open line this morning?
Yes, open line.
I just get back.
Usually I have the departments from the police, but no one showed up this morning, so I just...
okay. I wanted to deal with them this morning, but I'm at a point where there was that, and the guy said we should pass a law so people can't cut us by the side of the road, cut us in front of the house or clean the drain.
Yes.
But brother, you don't understand. We paying taxes in this country to the state of the Grenada. And by right, the state is supposed to take care of our needs. You cannot pass a law to make a citizen go and cut glass in front of the building or in front of the house or clean the drain in front of the house.
But you know, in some countries there are laws that indicate that you should maintain your property at a particular level, right?
Yeah, but not go and clean under a culvert or clean under a bridge. Come on, bro. You pay taxes. For that.
Well, we basically told, I mean, your home, your surroundings, or whatever. Around
you front of your yard, they might do something there, but I mean, we're talking about them under the culvert and under the bridges with it cleaning.
Well, I guess sanitation departments will take care of it, or should take care of that.
That's what I'm saying. But my second point, I went to Satellus yesterday, and I didn't realize the police station had moved.
Yeah.
And I was, wow, to a next rented building.
Okay.
So we rented our police are in a rented building. Our fire station is in a rented building. I think our courthouse is in a rented building. But I'm thinking like government is an institution, and they're here to stay. They're not passing by. They're not going and come back. They're here to stay. So we're spending money all over the place to do all kinds of stupidness, and we cannot build a police station for our policemen to sit comfortable and relax comfortable and do the work in a comfortable environment. We cannot put our firemen in a comfortable environment. We cannot put our courthouse in a comfortable environment. I'm thinking like, what's wrong with this country? Why government should be renting to put a police station? You know?
Well, probably it's temporary. I'm just assuming it's probably temporary until they get their own build or the sort. I'm just assuming.
But they've been renting for the long as well. They've been renting for how much years now? They've been renting.
Well,
they've been renting for a long time now. Then they move from one rented building to the next rented building. I'm thinking like, well, by now we should be moving to a home. The policemen should be moving to a proper police station, well equipped, well international standard, well, everything looking nice and nice parking lot, nice everything. They go back in a rented building again, bro.
All right,
spending money and all kind of stuff, bro. Have a nice day, brother.
Have a good morning yourself. 435-2041. 435-2041. We go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, and you're welcome.
Good morning.
Go ahead, caller, and be quick about it. Caller, you were on
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
quick. You're wasting my time.
Yeah, caller, but if you're going to get into an argument with me, have a good day. 435-2041. 435-2041. Typically, I have no time for that. 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part up to the point. Let's go to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, go right ahead, please.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Two observations.
Yes.
The first one has to do with traffic department.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know that they had knocked off some streets for the sake of the schools, especially the one up in Old Fort. And I want to make a suggestion to the traffic department. I think it's unfair to us motorists on the road that we're not able to drive up there because they have to block off the road due to the congestion of the parking.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion is the problem is not so much the driving in the road, it's the parking on the side. We have vehicles parking on both sides of the road, and I think that's unfair.
You're speaking of the Old Fort area, you say you're speaking?
The Old Fort area.
Mm-hmm.
It happened on Monday when school opened. I was passing there, and the problem I noticed is that vehicles are parked on both sides of the road, and they constantly bottleneck with the traffic. So because of all that now, we have to be suffered to be blocking off the whole road for the whole day.
Okay.
And that's unfair to us as motorists.
Okay.
And also, that same Monday, I passed through Archibald Avenue, and I had to go through an Seventh-day Adventist school. The same thing happened. There was this bottleneck of traffic, and the real problem is the people who own vehicles in the school are parking on both sides of the road, and that's unfair to us.
Okay.
The traffic department need to say, okay, if you allow to park on the side of the road, then to use one side of the road, so that the road will be clear. There's always this bottleneck because vehicles are parked on both sides of the road. That is the first observation that I have, right?
Okay.
And I wanted to say that since earlier in the week, but this is my opportunity. So the traffic department needs to do something about that. In addition to that, we need to address the amount of vehicles we have on the road. We need to come up with some bus transportation to take care of people's needs, and that is why we're having so many vehicles on the road, and there's more and more coming out because everybody wants to make sure they have opportunity to get where they're going. We need to address that. It's becoming very, very congested.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your concern. 435-2041. 435. Certainly hope someone in authority is listening and the problem could be remedied. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome. I guess that caller, you need to lower your radio, whatever device, if we're going to continue the conversation. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's a number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Well, the government needs the revenue from the cars on the road. So I don't see a problem with importing cars and people wanting to own their own car. That's a privilege that they have. Everybody has a right to own a car if they could afford it. And at the same time, as I said, the government needs the revenue. So this wouldn't stop, This will continue as long as we have roads and you have people. Thank you.
All right, caller, thank you also for your contribution. Let's entertain some of the comments. Let's go to the WhatsApp once again. Seem to be a bit busy on the WhatsApp this morning in terms of individuals making their contribution. And we have one individual via WhatsApp is saying the government, etc., is asking for volunteers in different areas of the community, yet the individuals applying to volunteer, they are ignored and never called. The ones that are chosen are their friends, and the same people get the notice over and over again. There's an embassy on the Grand Anse Road after the plaza. who is flying their flag without a Grenada flag. Is it protocol to have local flags fly with the embassy flag? That's someone asking that question. Let's go back to the phone line. We have lost that caller. 435-2041. 435-2041. Still checking the comments this morning. It's pretty slow on the Facebook page, but lots coming via the WhatsApp. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Titi, we are importing problem from other people when we import all these cars, especially these useless cars that other people are trying to get rid of from their country because of regulation of having more modern, efficient cars in terms of exhaust and climate change and so on.
All right.
Also, we have to look at the health, not just the revenue. I was on the traffic on Tuesday, and I had to be inhaling a whole set of exhaust from diesel. Who is going to pay the bill when I get sick? We have to really look seriously at how we do this thing. Yes, people need to be transported where they want, but it's not at the expense of other people. Let us try and see where we could get a proper transport system to minimize the profitability of people wanting to have vehicle on their own. The space, we don't have the space. And wait till the hurricane come, we'll go see.
Thank you, caller.
Come like flies in the air.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take another comment, this time from the WhatsApp. This individual is saying, just visited the beautiful Grenada. She's saying, they're saying, him or her saying, they have a few comments. The bank service is too slow. Spent an average of an hour and 20 minutes to change some pounds. Fast food service also too slow. I don't even mention the fast food name on air. Yeah, that's like promoting them. Buses need to be fined for driving carelessly and being selfish. Was driving along the Morris Bishop Highway, and the buses was stopping in the middle of the road so that the buses can't, so the other bus can't pass. But they're holding up the normal drivers. I wish that these could be addressed. Sorry, of course, she wanted to call in live, but this individual said they're messaging from the UK or London, to be precise. Caller, good morning, and please lower your device before we continue.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Go right ahead, please.
Okay. It seems as though some of us in Grenada don't have eyes, but I'm sending them to clear vision so they would see, their eyes would open and they would see things they had never seen before. I heard somebody talking about the rented police station in Sutez. This has been going on for a number of years under NNP, but these people didn't see to complain before. Everything had been gone to the dogs on the NNP and nobody complained. Now everybody complaining. Everybody seeing all the wrongs. I heard a man call on a Dons radio station there talking about a piece of wood by a drain. My God, Grenada belongs to all of us. Do something. I do something. You do something. And we do something. And in doing that, we help to keep Grenada clean, nice, and beautiful. We have a very, very good administration in office. They're doing their best. So let us join with them to build Grenada, because Grenada belongs to all of us. Have a good day, Mr. Telesford.
Thank you, caller. Have yourself a great day also. Folks, we drew for a break. Let's take it. We come back with more of your calls in the final segment of the program this morning. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
More chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway, and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL and WCPL return with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me?
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory.
Brilliantly. Celebrate some more.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
Coming up on Caribbean Passport, the best young athletes from across the Commonwealth, all in one place? That's right. A regional banks initiative is demonstrating the power to make a difference. Healthy cooking, empowering climate change, and drastic love for Antigua and Barbuda. It's all next on this station.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. It's to the point for today, Thursday, the 14th of September. Open line this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Oh, yes. Good morning to you, GT. And how are you today?
I'm doing well. Go right ahead with your contribution, please.
Thank you. Now, I'm sending a challenge for our citizens. As we seek to make St. David's a serious economic zone, we're trying to raise a population about 60 to 100,000 for the purpose of commercial activities. I'm asking, challenging people of St. David's, people of throughout Grenada, to select St. David's as your zone for residents, so we could achieve our goal of making this parish a serious economic zone. Right?
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you also for your contribution, sir. Let's take another comment, this time back to the WhatsApp. Let's see what this call is, this individual via the WhatsApp is saying. And this individual is saying, and let's see, let me take this one. What are the implications of government acquiring the acquisition of the Kawana Bay property, and why would they give the investor back their money and not take back our passport referencing the CBI investor? That's a question one is asking there via the WhatsApp. And also, is it true that government has bought in cabinets and other furniture for the low-income housing when the Grenadian carpenter is already building the furnitures? Well, that's another question that individual is also asking there. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Let's go back to the phone line and say good morning to the caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to all. I just have a concern. Now, I'm calling from Brady Boca Development. I noticed that they have a tractor do some clearing, right? Because the person probably wanted to build and build in the house and whatnot. But I just think it's rather unfair that you would take out debris in your land, in the person's land that you're working in, and dump it in another person's land. That's not fair. In terms of big stones and the tree trunks and all of those things, I just think that people need to be more considerate for people, not because the owner is not wrong or maybe not in the island, but you don't take something out from another person's land and dump it into that other person's land. Now, I'm saying the truth. If at any time that owner was to come to check to see whether or not what's going on or ready to build in his land, I will be the one saying to him, this is the person that is responsible. Because I think people need to be fair to one another. That's not the way to go. That's my concern this morning.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your contribution and your concern, as you stated. 10 minutes moving out before the top of the hour. We wrap the show up at 10 a.m. this morning. 435-2041. Feel free to give me that call, or you can send a comment via the WhatsApp. You could also comment via the social media platform. That's the Facebook page, comment section. Feel free to do that there. 435-2041. Let's grab a comment from Lynn. She's on the Facebook page, and she's saying, from ever since after Hurricane Ivan, the Brudge Grove post office has been operating in a rented building, which was somebody's house. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning to you. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Hello, good morning. Guess that individual doesn't want to get on the program. 435-2041. 435-2041. And give me a call. Let me know what's up with you this morning in terms of what's bothering you a wee bit. If there's a concern that you're having and you wish to express it, feel free to do so. You could also do it via the WhatsApp or the Facebook comment section. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hey, JT, what's up, brother?
Good morning.
In my delivery, you heard I said this thing was going on for the longest while. I said I was stressing that point carefully. But I realized some people just listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. Now, last night on a particular talk show, in this talk show, the host was begging people to call. He was begging them to call and speak about what the government have done for this country. None of them calling. He even say, go play music, because he's tired with them, he's tired. They're not calling. Call and say they're not calling. But most of the time they call not to understand. Can somebody make a point? Listen carefully, miss. I did say that thing has been going on for the longest while. I'm stressing that point so you will understand.
All right, caller. All right. Have a good day yourself. 435-2041. 435-2041. If you be part of the program this morning, express your views and concerns. It's an open line this morning, which means you're free to calling and express your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I would like you to replace that program with some country and western. Thank you.
Good morning to you. Country and western. Anyway, good morning to you. All the best. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome. Well, I guess that caller. I think I'm having a clear indication of the individual who's doing this, and I think you're an adult, sir. And I you know, what I could say on air, maybe I should just hold my peace. Anyway, let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Someone is trying to kind of get me to go off track a wee bit, but I think I can control myself.
I'm calling for a little help this morning for our citizens. Culture. Everybody know him around town with this big rising he have. So I don't know if any family member or any friends or who we could help to see if we could get him to a doctor to check him out. If surgery could be done, let us try and help him. Are you ready to help with a little finance? Because I remember before Dr. Thomas died, me and him had talk, and he talked to culture, and culture, they agree. Okay. We would have take care of the finance. What happened, he passed on, so on, from since that, nothing else again. So I wish we could see the needs of that man and see if we could help him in any way we could.
All right. That's a good initiative, caller. Certainly hope that other individuals are hearing what you say, and probably folks could team up together and offer the assistance to the individual. All right. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. 6 minutes moving out before 10 o'clock. We wrap the program up at the top of the hour, and you still have that option of getting on live. Caller, good morning and welcome. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah. I don't know if you could answer this question. Why is it that
Caller, we are actually not hearing what you're saying. I'm not sure if it's your location where you're at, but no one is hearing what you're saying. And so like that, we have lost you. Caller, good morning. Well, you seem to have a problem with your phone, caller, so I may have to disconnect because I'm actually not hearing what you're saying. You're coming and going from time to time. 435-2041. 435 and not having that problems with other callers. Seem like it's something on your end. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Okay, I do not know you, but I'm listening to the program. You're very excellent in your speaking, and you're very professional. Keep it up. Have a great day. You're very, very professional.
Have a good morning. Thank you. 435-2041. 435-2041. 5 minutes before we take a wrap for today. Let me check the WhatsApp. Who's on it again? And someone is saying via the WhatsApp, when is work on the broken road on Tyrrell Street will begin? Someone is just asking, and they're asking where is MIT? They're asking that question there. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tillisford.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
By God's grace, I am doing all right.
All right.
your first caller this morning, in his speaking, made a statement that triggered me. He said you have to get inside of people to make them understand what and what.
This is more or less a figure of speech.
Yeah, you have to get inside of it. Well, we as humans cannot get inside another human. I think he's speaking figuratively, but that is why we say people need Christ. He is the one that can get inside of people and bring about the change that are necessary to make them do right. Human beings are, we are sinners. We have a sinful nature. We have a nature that the devil controls. And that's why Jesus came. He died so that we could be saved. All we have to do is to exercise our faith in him, ask him to come into our hearts and our lives, transform us. And that transformation is from the inside out. These days we have to talk about everywhere you hear is transformation. But the real transformation is the human heart that needs to be changed. And as the man said, let Jesus get inside and bring that change, because that change is not only to help us to live better on earth, but it takes you to a place where Jesus will be, where he has prepared a place for those who acknowledge him, who receive him, so that we can live a better life on earth and have an eternal life in heaven. So the only person that will get inside a human being is Jesus Christ. God bless and have a blessed day.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. And I thought it was going to be on my final caller, but we still have approximately 3 minutes left on today's program. We could still entertain another caller if they do come pretty quickly. Let me say good morning once again to those of you via the Facebook page. Good morning. Good morning. Pretty slow Facebook page this morning for some reason or the other in terms of the comments. Lots of comments via the WhatsApp this morning. Seems like a lot of folks are chiming via the WhatsApp. It's actually the same number, 435-2041. You can add it to your WhatsApp contact list, and you could send me a message from time to time. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. I guess you didn't want to be part of the program. And let's take another call and see if this person wants to get on. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Just a quick observation, right? If a contract is taken away from maybe someone and it's alleged that they supported the previous government, right? But what about the workers that they employed? I mean, you terminate them as well, and what about the commitments they have with their children, just general, the bank, and just their general way of living? Why should the little workers just pay the price? That's just my observation.
Great observation, caller. Have yourself a great morning. Let's take this comment from an individual here on the WhatsApp. They're saying, blessed morning. I don't think that the 10-year government ban on importation of vehicles is having the intended effect, and it is at the expense of the average farmers not being able to afford a vehicle to facilitate their profession. If we can comply and publish the data of the measures to the impact of that, I'm assuming that's what that individual is speaking of. Let's take another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing pretty well, sir. Go right ahead, please.
The point that a gentleman, a friend of mine, I know him, the point that he was making about the Sutter's police station, I think is a very valid point. The response to it, I also think it is valid. Government has been renting premises for the use of police and fire and all the other services that they render in the parish for a very long time. I cannot fault the present administration for what is currently happening. I don't know the circumstances relating to the previous area where the police was renting and the reason for them moving to that new facility. What I would have hoped to have heard is plans for building a facility that can house multiple areas like the police, the fire, the magistrate court, because all of those things are being rented. I would have thought that we would have heard something. I don't think that station I don't think there has been a formal ceremony. So maybe when that happens, we will hear something, because I think the people of St. Patrick's need to hear something about a facility for the fire, the police, the magistrate court, among others. Right now, people in the revenue office as well. Government have some buildings in the town, in the parish. And we need to get and hear something as to what plans that they have for having a permanent home for those facilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution also, caller. Folks, that's where we come to the end of today's program, and thanks all who contributed some way or the other, whether you called, you sent a message via the Facebook page or the WhatsApp. I want to say thank you for that, and wish everyone a great day for the rest of the day. Be good to yourself and others. Have a good one, folks. That's where we wrap up To The Point for today. Goodbye.